Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tottenham on Tour for your morning brew show with myself, the Kauff and the Roadman. On today's show, Alonso to Bayern Munich. How's that going to affect the manager merry-go-round? Ratcliffe sets his United tightest for the things he's going to build. And do not sell Son to Al Ettifaq. Tune in here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Tottenham on Tour, your world-famous morning brew show. Or is it famous? I don't know. I'm joined here with the Roadman, as always. How's your evening going, David?
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's really good. I had a long day, very long day, you know, so I'm ready for bed soon.
Yeah. It's not that Total Clutch decided to get the timing wrong on the bleeding stream, but we're back. But hope everyone's evening's going really well, despite the fact it's 9:01 in the morning. Let's see who's in the chat this morning. We got Paul Tucknott. Good to see. Nope, the timer was not right. I am a klutz. I am a lobus. I was too busy, I don't know, trying to go to sleep. But here we go. Yep. We got Tony Rodriguez. Good morning to you, buddy. Good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Mr. Sweden's in the house. We got Andrew Gregory. Say morning, guys. Hope everyone is well. Big up, Porto. We got Buen dia, gang. Buen dia, I think. Hopefully you're doing good. We got the mighty Chris Agambar, who was the person that reminded me to change the time. We got the Sheriff. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. No wonder I'm shattered. Evening all. Good evening to everyone. It's evening somewhere. We got Richie Sman saying morning, everyone. I think? Question mark? We don't know. It's always evening when you put your mind right. See you in 12 hours, lads. See you in 12 hours. Good to see you. We got a Tavakron Wembley one. Say morning, boys. Porto, and Porto. And we got Audio Artisan. Good to see that. And we got Radiant. Morning, everyone. I'm like Guardians of the Pombo in the house. Good to see you. Everyone's already talking about it. Let's talk about it. Arsenal did really well, didn't they? They were brilliant last night, weren't they? They were fantastic. They scored loads of goals. They had loads of shots on target. They peppered the Porto goal. How do you think they did? I thought they were excellent last night. It was brilliant game.
Oh yeah, fully deserved, mate. Fully deserved. Yeah. I mean, what a fantastic game.
Fantastic game, you're right. Fantastic.
It was a fantastic game, yeah, for Porto.
Yeah.
I mean, to fail to have a shot on target in the Champions League after their fans hyped them up so much. And this is a big issue with Arsenal fans, right? Is they have this delusion that they'll go into any game and they will smash any team because they had the run in the Prem against the likes of West Ham and teams like that, right? And they scored a bucket load of goals. Well, when you go into the Champions League, it's a different kettle of fish.
So it's almost a different sport playing in Europe than playing. It's a different sport almost. How methodical it is. And you can't do what you do in the Premier League, in the Champions League. When you're playing against the best teams on the planet, they will punish you. And Porto are not one of the best teams in the world. Let's face it. That's madness, isn't it, David?
That's it. But Porto, they've got European pedigree. They're always there.
Yeah.
They're always in Europe. And they're not an easy team to beat. You can't go in that with this delusion that we're going to wipe the floor with them because they proved there. They'll not have a shot on target in 96 minutes, I think they played.
Yeah.
That's dreadful. That shows a poor game. And then to concede in the 94th something minute.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they'll probably give them a better game at home, but I think the last time they failed to have a shot on target was 2017? Because they haven't been in it since then. And the last win was 2015.
Yeah.
So this delusion that Arsenal fans have that they were going to go in and bring on Real Madrid and bring on all these, just be humble, just shush, be
Yeah.
quiet. You know, you're making yourselves look like fools.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you don't have that European pedigree. You
No.
might have domestic pedigree. Fair play to you. They've won loads
They've got a
domestically.
Cup Winners' Cup from decades ago, and that's it.
Exactly. But in Europe, you've got nothing. You
Yeah.
won nothing in Europe. These teams don't know an Arsenal in Europe. Simple as.
Yeah.
And that's just straight fact.
Yeah.
So this delusion of them going, we're going to wipe the floor with these bring on the Real Madrids and all that. Real Madrid would wipe the floor with them.
Yeah. If they dominated by a Real Madrid.
Yeah.
If they turn up with that attitude.
100%. It's arrogance. That's what annoys me about them. It's this arrogance they have. Like previously, we're winning the league. But you're not. You're going to struggle. Just because you're near there, you got two world-class teams who have done it consistently.
Yeah.
Within Liverpool and City.
Yeah.
Just be humble. Just be shush. You know? Stop coming out with this big ego and just relax yourselves. Yeah. Wait until the end of the season, then open your mouth. Yeah. Not beforehand. Yeah. And so it was nice seeing Porto do what they did. Porto, like I said, got European pedigree. They're in it all the time, and they showed Arsenal how to win.
Yeah. It's what you got to do. You got to scrap it out. Morning, Benjamin Foster. Good to see you. Reese is saying, almost like they forgot how to play in the Champions League. Understandable, though, because it's been a while. Absolutely. That is a thing. They've not played. Arteta. Did Arteta ever play in the Champions League for Arsenal? I cannot remember. He might have. Possibly.
Yeah, I think he might have done.
But you'd think he would know, as a midfielder, a former midfielder, how to play in the Champions League, which is slow the game down, be methodical, take your chances where you can. Not, I don't know, Silence of the Lambs starring Jodie Costa. Absolutely. Morning, Fran. Good to see you. I stand corrected. I think Raya was off on a walk. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe Angelo. Maybe. Raya gone for a Burton. They got beer, fish, the fry. Still got to play at the Emirates. That absolutely, and they will probably win against Porto at the Emirates. I'm not saying they won't, but if they play like that away from home in the Champions League, they will not have a second game to get back in it. They will get battered 4-5-6 by a Real Madrid, a Barcelona. If Barcelona can get their act together, because they struggled against a really decent Napoli side with a new manager bounce, but you never know. You never know.
The thing is, with them going to the Emirates, Arsenal will have this. What the biggest issue with Arsenal is going to be having the fans, right? Yeah. Because the home fans are going to be giving it large. There's going to be loads of noise and everything. If the players feed into that in a sense of they just go all gun ho, Porto will outplay them again, even at home. Porto don't care. They're the type of team who know European football. So they don't care if they're at the Emirates. They don't care if they're at Old Trafford. They don't care where they're going to be. They play their football. Yeah. So if Arsenal go all gun-ho with it, I think they're going to wipe the floor with them again, getting that mentality is we're at home, we got the fans, we'll welcome. Yeah. The exact same will happen again. They'll spend 90 minutes trying to get a shot on target and then lose. Do you know what I mean? Porto ain't worried about it.
10 minutes. It'll be two banks of 4.
Yeah.
Keep it tight. Take your chances.
Give them no room. Yeah, give them no room, and they'll just counter them all game.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to. I didn't like it when Wolves did it, but it's funny when Arsenal get done by it. Right. Second bit of news. The actual news off the show. Bayern Munich. We broke this yesterday on yesterday morning news show. Bayern Munich and Thomas Tuchel are going to part company at the end of the season, and their number one target to be the next Bayern Munich manager is Xabi Alonso, who is currently the manager of Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, Xabi Alonso being a former Bayern Munich player, it makes sense for him to go there. How does this affect Liverpool, who look like he's their number one target? What do they do? Because both teams have a clause in Xabi Alonso's contract where he can go there. There is a clause. So it's not like Liverpool have a and leg up on Bayern Munich because they've got both. There's 3 teams: Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Liverpool are in that clause because those are the 3 teams he played for. What do you see happening with the manager merry-go-round? Do you still see him going to Liverpool? Do you see him going to Bayern Munich and maybe not changing the style of football for a couple of years and say, all right, I'm just going to have a leg up and have a bit more money and have a bit more class of player? What do you think, David?
Personally, in my head, I think he'd probably go Bayern over Liverpool. Only reason is my opinion is Bayern Munich will give him the easier team to carry on with.
Yeah.
Liverpool have a fantastic team, but the second Klopp goes, there's going to be a lot of players who are going to want to leave.
Yeah.
Now, that might be completely wrong, but I see players, the likes of Salah, Van Dijk, the Robinsons, the Trents and all that. Probably Trent wouldn't because he loves Liverpool so much, but a lot of these players are going to want to leave. And Alonso's style to Klopp is quite a bit different, so he will need a fair few players. And Liverpool at the moment, if they win the Prem now this season, they've got that leeway for a little bit of a rebuild. Not a massive one, but just to tweak things with a new manager and allow new staff to come in because there's going to be a massive change for them. They haven't had this for years, and we've seen with United when Fergie left. United have been on this continuous trying to find that right manager. And so far, they haven't found anyone. It's possible Liverpool can go down that route. With Bayern Munich, they're in a league where if Alonso goes in, he's got some quality players there. He's got Harry Kane up front. He's got King Min-jae in defence. He's got other players like
that. He's got
all them. Yeah, so he's got all these players that would be easier to add to rather than Liverpool. Now, Liverpool have got fantastic players, don't get me wrong, but it's one of them. It's will he risk going to Liverpool and seeing what other managers have been like, going back to their teams and fail there? I'm not saying he's gone, but you got to add that context to it that he could possibly fail.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be it could be a little bit of a poison chalice as well because Klopp's done so well.
Yeah.
Anyone who goes there and not kind of provide what Klopp's provided, it's going to be one of them. Players not going to want to leave Liverpool. No, I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say is some players will look to move on. Salah's old. Van Dijk's been there for years. I'm not saying they're going to, but there's a possibility they might.
They might look for a new direction. They might look for a change.
Because some players, if Alonso comes in and he plays a certain formation or a certain style, some players are not going to fit that. You got to understand there's going to be a complete change, backroom staff.
Alonso did not play heavy metal gegenpress football. He plays very much, what would you call it? It's closer to one of the Spanish teams, methodical, pass it, keep possession.
Yeah. And that's it. And not all players there, they're going to fit that. I'm not saying they are going to leave because of Klopp. What I'm trying to say is there's a possibility they might look elsewhere because of everything that's going to change within the club. It's just one of them things. It happens. Some players don't fit. Some players don't get on with the managers. Some players don't get on with backroom staff.
Yeah.
It is possible, Bill. That's the thing. There's a possibility that, exactly, Colin. These type of things happen. If a manager comes in like Alonso and players don't feel like he's the right one, don't get on with him, he said something wrong, they could look to move on.
Yeah.
Alonso
has an emotional attachment to Liverpool, having won the Champions League there. Alonso has an attachment with Bayern Munich as well. He played there for a couple of years. I know he has. If Alonso if he's smart, he'd go to Real Madrid because Real Madrid need a manager at the end of the year as well. Because Ancelotti's retiring. The 3 clubs that all want Xabi Alonso to be their manager all need managers at the end of the. He would be a great man. They're going to Real Madrid now after the team that Ancelotti has built them. That would be a really smart move because he wouldn't have to change the style of football. He's got fast players in every position. He's going to have Mbappe next year. He's going to have Mbappe. So
That's the most logical Real Madrid.
I would do, but maybe he's not totally ready for that caliber of job. But I just don't see another manager in world football that can really go to Real Madrid at this point.
No, there really isn't. It's strange because when you look at manager changes, you look at us, right? We went through, 3 other managers before we got Postecoglou. Now, Postecoglou is in he's been in short time, 6 months.
Yeah.
Where some fans enjoy the fact that what he's brought, some don't. When you go to Liverpool, there's an expectation there. There's never been expectation at Tottenham. Don't get me wrong. We want to win trophies. As fans, we want to. But we know the higher-ups. They want the money. They want the Champions League money, whatever. Hopefully, Postecoglou wants to change that aspect and wants us to actually go and win trophies.
Yeah.
The 2 cup games, the 2 cups we were in, didn't show that. But, hey, It's his first season. We can allow that. We can say, you know what? We're gutted about it. We're annoyed, but whatever. When he goes to Liverpool, there's going to be an expectation. Any manager who goes to Liverpool, Bayern Munich, or Real Madrid, there's a big expectation within them clubs. So, for me, Alonso going to like a Real Madrid, he's already doing that style in Spanish football. He's already got that there. Going to Liverpool, he's got to try and bring that there and change everything.
He's got to change heavy metal. Change everything. Heavy metal to a bit more, what's it called?
Controlled.
A bit more symphonic in a way. If I'm keeping on the music analogy.
That's it, exactly.
Oh, Ancelotti's got another. Has he got another season in? And rather than he's not retired, so he's so. Who knows? Who knows? At Bayern, Alonso would be inheriting players like Dyer. That would be a massive. It would be. Imagine that. Oh, I don't want to go to Bayern Munich. They got Eric Dyer.
Isn't he only on a short-term loan, Eric Dyer? And he hasn't actually signed on a permanent.
Oh, he'll sign there at the end of the season. Probably. Because his contract at Tottenham runs out at the end of the season, so he can go there for a lot more money. Who knows? Who knows? Ancelotti's staying until 2025. If Alonso's smart, he'll stay at Leverkusen for another year, then go to Madrid. That's my thoughts exactly. Yeah. That's my 100%. Thoughts. That'd be a...
Because we've seen managers move too early. They've had a good season. Now, don't get me wrong, he is doing insane at Leverkusen. They are fantastic. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they've even had a loss this season, have they?
No, they have not lost.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So for me, I agree with that. Stay another season, build your caliber again, and go to a Real Madrid or something.
I thought this was happening. That's why I said Ancelotti's going to become the Brazil manager.
Is he?
I believe so, yeah. Who knows? That's what I thought. I thought that might be for the world. He might be staying until 2025. And then going to be the Brazil manager for the World Cup in the USA.
Right.
Mexico and Canada. Which is funny because Ancelotti always said that he wanted to manage Canada because he loves Canada so much. Bizarre that, isn't it? But
yeah.
I like Canada. Canada's great. Morning, Joris. Who wouldn't want to go and manage Vinny Jr. and that front three? My God.
That's scary. That is a scary front three.
And then Bellingham behind them. Bellingham, Tchouaméni, and my God. That's a team and a half. That is a team. He was touted as next Brazil manager, but he decided to sign a new contract at Real Madrid. That is probably what we read. I don't know. It's a good shout. Let us know what you think Alonso should do. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments down below. If you're watching this back on playback, we have quite a few people watching on playback, and you're all welcome to join in the conversation. And I will try and respond to comments where I can. We've got David Shire that's come in the building as well. Thank you to everyone for watching.
David.
Good to see you. Good to see you as always, David and Joris and everyone that's in the chat. Right, we're on to the main. That was on the cards, Brazil, but I think it has changed. On to the main story of the show. Apparently, El Ettifaq of Saudi Arabia are very interested in purchasing Tottenham's Son Heung-min. And this is an opinion piece from me because I do not care and I don't care about the news. If we sell Son Heung-min for a quick buck, it would be the biggest commercial suicide of any football team in the last 25, 30 years. Imagine if we sold our... Look, we're going into an era of financial fair play, which means you have to make money. You have to say, this is how much money we spent, this is how much money we brought in. If we sold our biggest commercial success, we saw it at the weekend mostly because Wolves were playing and they have another South Korean player in Hwan Hee-chan, but most of the fans came and saw Tottenham and they were lining up to buy Son shirts in the club shop and yada, yada, yada. If we go into an era of FFP and profit and sustainability and we sell our most sustainable income source, we are thick. We are thick. We're not even slightly stupid. We are thick. I am one of the biggest critics of the ownership of the football club. I do not like the ownership of the football club. I host the show that's most known for being the team. I'm the host of the show which is most known for doing that after every single show. Even I say, Mr. Levy, do not sell Sonny. That would be a stupid idea. Thick. Sonny doesn't even have to play and he will get 1 million fans outside the stadium. And that doesn't even change the fact that Son is still our best player. He's still one of our biggest assisters. He's still one of our biggest goal scorers. We are stupid if we sell him, aren't we, David? Absolutely stupid.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Like you said, it's an opinion piece. They could come in with whatever money they want. Sonny is our captain. He is the one who brings in more money than any other player in that team. Whether he's there or not, you could bang him on the sidelines for an entire season. It'd still bring in more fans than any other player on that team. And I know people are going to be like, well, that's not the point. We need players with football and ability and stuff like that. Son in the background is the leader. Everyone loves Sonny. We've seen it with the whole drama with what's his name? I can't think of his name now. The drama that happened in Korea, yeah?
Yeah.
A player, just because Sonny hurt himself, got pelters of abuse for it because Sonny got hurt. Sonny's fingers got hurt.
Yeah.
So, I just can't see it. I understand why the Saudi team want him because of the amount of fans he'll bring in. Sonny wouldn't leave Tottenham. I'm sorry, he's just not going to. He loves us through and through, and I believe Sonny will end his career at this club. No matter who comes in, no matter what money, Levy won't sell, and Sonny won't want to leave. Yeah. He already got offers, didn't he, previously to go over there, and he turned it down instantly. The Asian market, the Asian market brings in so many people because of Sonny that... Sorry, I just read that in. Yeah, exactly. He is our best player. It's simple as. He's one of the best finishers in football. Look at his stats. He overperforms his XG every single season because he's that good. And age comes into it. I agree. Soon we're going to need to replace him. We should be looking right now. Yeah. Yesterday we should be looking for his replacement. Yeah. But you don't sign a replacement and then get rid of him. You sign a replacement to work with him, to learn off him, to develop from him. Yeah. And that's why you keep Sonny for at least another 2-3 years. I mean, we've already got an extension on his contract anyway, so we can implement that. And these stories just disappear into the bloody void. Yeah. But you keep Sonny, get someone in to learn off him, work with him, develop from him. And then at the end of his career, if he retires, for me, bring him in as a coach. Yeah. Personally, Sonny's the type of player that you could bring in as a coach to work with another manager because of how he speaks, how everyone loves him, how everyone respects him. And who wouldn't want to learn off Sonny? Yeah. Yeah, no chance he'd go there. Personally, I think it'd go back to like Germany.
Leverkusen, go to Germany, or he'd go to MLS or to Korea.
MLS or something, yeah.
MLS would be amazing for Sonny. That'd be an amazing move for him. Imagine, Probably not to play with Hugo, but that'd be a good move for him.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I can't see him leaving. I really can't see Sonny. I can't see anything as to why he would.
It would be not be smart. What you do is you play him in probably his best position at the moment, which is as a number 9.
Yeah.
Because football does not need number 9s anymore. Number 9s are more finishers. And what we should do is we should sign a Kubo, Imatoma, a Juan He-Chan. I'd love to have Juan He-Chan at Tottenham. Chan and Sonny at Tottenham would be amazing. Those two playing together, double. I want Tottenham, as much as I don't like the whole, let's make a load of money and forget the trophies. Let's make as much money as possible to give us the best chance of. So make a load of money and Levy sod off away from the football and put people that want to win and make that money. Imagine having Chan and Son up front. We'd make so much money. We would make so much money. It'd be amazing.
But I get why people would be worried about it. We've seen all the drama on the last game where people were putting pictures up of all the Korea fans, and for me,
that half and half shirt was so stupid. But, my God,
you got to understand that's what you're going to get when you build a stadium like Spurs have. You're going to get them tourist fans who are coming from one purpose only, is to see a certain player or see 2 players, whatever, right? You're going to get that. But also, like I was trying to say, and I said it on Twitter, they were moaning about these fans in the stadium, right? And I said they'll probably carry on being louder than the OGs who think these fans shouldn't be there because they're not being affected by the game. So they're still going to be louder than the ones in the stadium.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be supporting no matter what. Because they're there for the player rather than the team. And I know it's annoying. I know people get frustrated with it. But that is football nowadays. It's an entertainment sport. Our stadium is no longer a football ground. It's an entertainment venue.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen now. So for me, it takes away, yes, it's annoying. It takes away tickets from fans who are going to sit there and be like, yeah, we're winning, or, oh, no, we're not. But that's football nowadays. It's an entertainment. That's it. So
it's the end of football. Football is dead. Football died in 1992 when the Premier League was formed.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. Football died. Yeah. And especially now with FFP coming in and with profit and sustainability, which I'm actually a fan of, because football teams like the City should not be able to spend bucket loads of money that they don't actually earn. They shouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Football clubs should have to make what was it? It came. There was a news in the press yesterday. I can't remember how much Barcelona's spending limit in La Liga was, like 282 million euro, and Real Madrid's is 700 million. Could probably call that corruption, but look how much more money Real Madrid makes commercially than Barcelona. That should be the yardstick now, because you've got to make football sustainable. Otherwise, it's going to explode anyway. Forget fans in the stadium. Forget the average fan not being able to go to a game. Football's going to explode because people aren't going to have the money to be able to spend that on players. There isn't that much money in the world.
No.
We think that football is a black hole where money goes in and doesn't come out again. That needs to change. They've got to implement things, and we have to start making money. We have to start making money.
You look at Everton and you look at Forest and teams like that who come into the Premier League. They try and match all the other teams, but they can't financially because they're not bringing in that sort of money. So the owners do the little deals and stuff like that, put certain money in, and it's not sustainable on the long term. And I agree with you. The financial fair play and stuff like that is correct. City, Chelsea, Abramovich, whoever City are owned by, blah, blah. They should be capped, because if they had unlimited spend, all the other teams below them have no chance.
Yeah.
It'd be like Newcastle's owners, the richest in the world. They could go spend, if there was no cap, they'd be able to spend whatever they want.
Infinite money. Infinite money.
Exactly, and then it drops down and drops down and drops down, and then it affects every other team because they're not going to be able to bring in the players they want. They won't be able to match salaries. They won't be able to match anything. Yeah, it's correct. You know, financial fair play is correct. I know people don't like it because they want to see the best of the best, and
I want to see. If like one of the things people say, oh, I would give a limb to have what City have. People say it all the time. It's a red herring. It's a red herring.
Yeah,
it's not allowed. It's not going to be allowed to happen anymore. It's one of those things. It's again an opinion piece. If City get charged with half of those 115s, they're getting kicked out of the Football League and they're never returning. They will be in the dark days of football. They will never return because they'll be put down to the bottom of the football pyramid. Their owners will sell because they won't be able to keep up the money anymore. And you'll never see them. They'll have all their trophies stripped from them. Their entire team will leave and you'll never see them again.
Yeah.
That's what should happen.
Yeah, you look at Bodie with Chelsea in the moment. They've spent £1 billion since he signed.
Yeah.
£1 billion. Now look at him. Money doesn't always give you the trophies. You've got to have the whole situation around all sorted. Bodie came in, played FIFA, spent this, give long contracts here, buy these players, blah, blah. Yeah, Chelsea is struggling.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have sustainability. Now they're looking at the fact that they've got to sell majority of their players because they can't carry on because financial fair play has limited them and they're in that position now. You look at Arsenal, I think over the past 2 windows, I think it is, they've spent 300 odd million.
They've spent 800 million in 4 years. But again, Arsenal have been smart and they have been building up there. They have been doing it. But it's got to be sustainable. Football has to be sustainable now.
It really does. It really does. And, you know, if City get charged, like you said, they could be looking at a really, really, really bad situation for them.
Yeah.
And the same as Chelsea, the same as Arsenal's, all these teams who were going out spending mass money, if they can't provide the financials to carry on, then, you know, it's going to be bad for a lot of these teams. But then you look at Levy, who did it correctly, and we're safe. We're annoyed with him. We want to win trophies. We want the best players and we want to get there and win trophies. But that's football. You've got to be sustainable. And we're one of the best teams for that.
Yeah.
And I hate saying it. I really hate saying it.
Yeah.
Because I want to be that team. Like, oh, who cares? We got this money. Who cares? We got these trophies. That's better than this money. But when you got to look at it from that financial side and that sustainability side, Levy's the GOAT in it. You know what I mean? And it's horrible to say.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. That is the way football's going to go now. That is the way football's going to go. And that is it. We can all complain about it. We will still be there. If they cut it up in the summer, we'll be outside the club shop doing that, as we always have been on Tottenham on tour. And we'll have to see. But we'll wrap the show up there, David. This one's a bit more fiery than usual, but always great, right?
Oh, it's always great. Yeah, it really is. It was about 3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
But you look at, like, before we go, obviously we had that Ratcliffe set there. You know what I mean? Ratcliffe coming in.
Completely enough, we forgot about it.
Yeah. We'll do a quick one on Ratcliffe. You know what I mean? He wants to build United a new stadium. I spoke to my brother about this, who's a United fan, yesterday, and I think Ratcliffe wants to do things correctly. He wants to build a new stadium, but I believe he's putting a new stand in first.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because if he just went and built a new stadium now, over the years, it's not going to be sustainable. He needs to build the stand to get fans in, more fans, to build up that revenue, to make it sustainable in the long run. And we spoke about this with teams not owning the grounds, like West Ham and stuff. They can't bring in the revenue to carry on matching that. So at one point, West Ham are going to have to look to either buy the stadium they're in or build one. Yeah. So what Ratcliffe's doing at United and what he's put out, United fans should be excited by it. He's saying the things correctly. He wants to knock the big boys off the perch, but he wants to do it correctly.
Yeah.
And yeah,
he's gonna redevelop Old Trafford to make it a purpose-built women's football stadium as well. So the stadium that's already there is going to be used. They're going to redevelop it and make it into a museum and stuff like that. They're going to build a brand new purpose-built world-class football stadium that's befitting of Manchester United, because let's face it, Old Trafford is crumbling and it's had no money spent on it in 20 years. And it's infestation of pests and all that stuff.
yeah.
It's that is the way football teams are going to have to. We're going to have to work smarter and not harder. That's going to have to be it.
Exactly. That's it.
And we're going to wrap the show up on David Shire has given us another 5 super chats. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much, buddy. It really helps us out. Really helps it. And yeah, Ratcliffe said we'll take a hit on the stadium. Yep, absolutely. He's a smart businessman. But when can we next find us, David?
I believe Monday will be next on. I know Tottenham on tour are doing I don't know if you're doing Cockle-Doo tomorrow.
We're doing Cockle-Doo tomorrow.
Yeah, Cockle-Doo tomorrow. And then for me and you, for Morning Brews, for news about teams across football as best we can and whatever pops up. Monday morning Brews with the Kauff and The Roadman.
Absolutely. And a final reminder, please subscribe to the Coffee Company. It would really help me out. Let's get the Coffee Company closer to 700 subscribers. We've sort of hit our ceiling. But here we go. We're trying to continue. No, Brian. How can Brian leave his own channel? Brian should not. He's been busy mapping. He's been busy. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We see you for the next edition of whatever we've got on Tottenham on Tour. Brian is going to be doing some stuff on Tottenham on Tour. He's going to be doing some throw-ins. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And if you smell what the Kauff is brewing, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.